I like eating chicken balls. We're getting this car remapped today. Flipping heck! Hi guys, welcome to another video. I was joined with my dad in his Abarth 595 Competizione. He's just headed to the toilet quickly, but we've just arrived in Watford. We're about, I don't know, 10 minutes away from the place where we're getting this car remapped today, and my dad just told me on the way here actually they're going for the Pops and Bangs remap sort of tune as well. So he has now put the Forge induction kit on, that's working nicely. The Sports Cat is on, which I think has made a big improvement to the sound of the Monza at the back. It's really cool now the Forge induction kit's on, because from the inside of the car you can hear the car sort of sucking in the air, you can hear the car breathing as it were. Sounds like we've got Darth Vader in with us. So yeah, they're all working nicely. My dad hasn't put on the blow off the dump valve yet, so while we're in for our remap, Dad's going to get them to fit the dump valve while the car's in and being worked on anyway. So the car I think will go on a rolling road, custom remap then put on, Pops and Bangs map put on. But however, the engine management light has been on for my dad for a few days now, so obviously something he's done to the car when modifying it isn't quite happy. So again, while we're here, we'll get it sort of plugged in hopefully, and hopefully it'll just be like something that the car doesn't like with the modifications and stuff. So anyway, so my dad and I are really excited. We got up at 5 today, we left the house at 6, it's now about 8:15. Like I said, we've arrived in Watford for the map. This is going to be a good video. Make sure you stay tuned, and like I say, subscribe for plenty more car videos from myself, including my parents' Abarth Competizione 595 that we're in at the moment. And hit that little bell notification so you get a notification every time one of my videos goes up on the channel, so you can stay up to date and be one of the first to watch my amazing videos on automotive cars. And yeah, it's gonna be so good guys. I'm so excited to hear how it sounds after this. So because of the early start, I stayed at my parents' last night, drove the Proton down. That's now part of my parents' driveway. Obviously now we're me and my dad here in Watford. Things haven't gone so smoothly this morning. I've forgotten to pack a load of stuff. My flies on my skinny jeans are now fully open because that broke this morning when I was putting these on, so I've got to make sure my hoodie's pulled down so people don't think I'm excited to see them or something. So yeah, this could be a bit embarrassing, but who cares? We're here to make the bar faster, so it's all good. Oh! Do that? Yes! It's gonna scare Mum a lot.
Didn't pop and bang though, did there?
Yeah, it did.
Not much.
Yeah, not long. Is it going again? Here we go. That is so loud. More like that. Yes. God, do you feel the smoke like all it come out? Ah, it's wicked.
That's a bit of fun, isn't it? Yeah.
Something. And the only difference was
just that hose?
That hose, yeah. What sort of mileage do you have on these then? This has got like 19 on it now. Is it quite new?
Yeah.
for it. Yeah. That's got to be the best bit. So it's doing it a little bit there. No, I think you have to sort of give it some, don't you, for that? So this is literally our sort of first reactions to the map and the pops and bangs map that we've had put on, but it's hard to tell when it comes to speaks. We're in the residential area. However, we know the pops and bangs is working because we just had a few. So yeah, we're just going on a quick test drive before we go back, and the guy the money for working his magic, and then we take her back home on the motorway, and we hopefully will give it some. And then when we get back into our local area, we'll do some drive-by footage and stick the GoPro on the back and probably the front, so we might be able to hear the air intake sort of system. That is right, isn't it? No, it's the induction kit, so you might be able to hear the induction kit from the outside as well, so I want to see if those things happen. But yeah, can't really give it some really at the moment. But it's a little bit better. Oh. You're never going to get tired of that. It probably needs to get used to it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Then you need to get used to how to make the pops and bangs work a bit more. That's going to scare the hell out of people now, though, pops and bangs. It doesn't sound too different, does it? Like, it doesn't sound too artificial. Because the pops and bangs aren't always there, because some of these maps are always there, aren't they? And it's a bit too art. It's always pop, but this one you have to sort of still work for it, don't you? For the pops and bangs to work. On that time. We're just about to leave. Car, obviously all the competition is a standard, come with 180 horsepower. With the bits that my dad had put onto it, so the Forge induction kit and the Sports Cat, that then took it up to 192 on the rolling road. And then with the map added, it's taken it up to 216. So from 180 to 216, it's nearly about a 40 horsepower upgrade. So it's well worth us doing it. And apparently my dad's got a little bit of Forge pipe to complete the induction kit on order. Apparently when he gets this tiny little pipe, we'll add another 4 horsepower, so that should then take it to 220. We haven't felt the power yet on a little test drive, obviously, like I just said, but I hope we've got plenty of motorway to do on the way home. And I'm sure my dad will do some sort of 0 to 60 sprints there. And then, like I say, when we get more into our local area, we'll do some drive-by for you guys. But already, first impressions, the only thing we can test, really, like I say, is pops and bangs. That works. On the rolling road, it sounded epic. In the flesh, it sounds really cool. Yeah, now just to test the speed when we can, really, and see what the added 40 horsepower is like. So, really excited. Just jumping in on this quick edit because I forgot to mention a few things to Yaz. So, we didn't know how detailed the remap would be. Me and my dad just assumed, go on a rolling road, whatever BHP it is now, we thought the guy would just plug his laptop in, 216 BHP, done. No, the guy actually took out the ECU chip thing, physically was putting all these little chips in. I would not have the patience to do that. Put it back in the car, and there we were. So that was, yeah, so we learnt a bit today. You don't just sometimes plug in a computer and you get the map you want or whatever. You have to actually physically do it yourself. Flippin' heck! Even the birds are going ballistic. And just another thing about the intake sort of air induction kit noises, he is starting to get a bit of turbo flutter, which is pretty cool. So guys, I am now back home, and what a day it has been. So is there a difference? Well, yeah. The car sounds like it's sucking in air all the time. That's because obviously it is with the new Ford induction kit, and you can hear that in the cabin, so that sounds pretty cool. And I think the sports cat has made the exhaust, and record monitor exhaust sound even louder. And with the pops and bangs, it just sounds amazing. So yeah, when it comes to the remap as such, you're on the motorway and you're already doing sort of 60 and you want to sort of put more power, the power is instantly there. Whereas before you maybe have to drop it down to fourth and refine the power, but the power's already there if you just pull away even more. So the power's at the sort of top end. With the pops and bangs, it's good because I've watched other YouTubers and they get their cars done and it's like first, second, it's popping, and it's a bit too much. But with the Abarth, you sort of, with this pops and bang map, you still have to sort of work for it. So it doesn't happen in every gear, but it mainly happens in, well, it probably does happen in every gear if you give it enough rev. But we found out if you take it over like 3.5 RPM, you rev it from third to 3.5 RPM, and you take your foot off the acceleration, obviously it goes boom, and it starts popping and banging. So it's not there all the time, but if you want it, you just push that bit further and it will instantly give you the pops and bangs, which is so amazing. And it's like, I just want to, I'm so childish, me being me, I just want to get in the car myself, take it past a load of kids' schools and stuff and just get people's reactions, because I think it's scary a load of people, and I think kids like that would love it because I love it and I'm just a little girl in an adult body, and yeah. Me and my dad also had this conversation when we were on our way back. That's pretty much as far as he's probably going to take it, because if you want to get more power, you need an intercooler, bigger turbo, then you need to upgrade the gearbox that will then handle the power. Injectors, make the fuel more, you know, efficient. Oh, I don't know what I'm talking about now. But I think that's probably as far as we're going to go with that. And can we just rewind? If you click on the video above, my previous video, I think watching it back, and my mum has said this, and obviously I take on board my parents' comments very seriously because they know best as such, especially mums, hey? But she said she thinks I came across a bit too negative in my previous video. When I shared the video on Facebook on some of the Abarth forums, I was getting a bit of hate for it, to be honest. Opinions are opinions. My opinions mean nothing to people. Other people's opinions may mean nothing to me. People saying, oh, you know, don't slag off Abarth, you know, and people assuming I hate them. First of all, if I hated Abarth, I would have thrown four of the things. Second of all, I'm not slagging off Abarth because my favourite ever owned car was the Abarth 124 Spider. And would I own another one? Yes, I love my parents' Abarth, and I'm not slagging off the brand at all. The point I was just trying to make was Fiat is Abarth, AMG is Mercedes, Cosworth is Ford. Do you know what I mean? And that was, but yeah, I may have just sounded a bit too negative, but those were my opinions in that videos. I can't go back now. I'm not really going to apologise because those were my thoughts at the time, but I just want to say I don't hate Abarth. I'd have another one. My favourite car was an Abarth, and now my dad's done this to his. Want mine back. Technically it is still in my ownership because I haven't sold it just yet, so could get mine back. And also another point I was just trying to make was, I personally, in my local area, we're seeing a lot of Abarths around, probably because we have a dealership locally, but another thing is our Abarth dealership's not really selling many Abarths anymore. They've given the Abarths to Fiat to sell. Now when people go in to buy Fiat, they're now going to see the Abarth parked up next to Fiat, like, oh, that's getting an Abarth instead of Fiat, which is good for the brand, but it just means, again, there's going to be more on the road. But when it comes to the Proton Statue GTI, it's not a very popular car. Maybe because it's rubbish, or you guys might think it's rubbish, fair enough. I really like it. I haven't seen another one yet on the road. Probably won't see another one, or if I do, it's not going to be a Silverstone edition. So that's what I'm saying. My car is rarer now than the Abarth, and the Abarths around our local area are getting popular, and we're seeing more and more of them, which, like I say, isn't a bad thing because it means people like them, but I don't want to see as many on the road. I want to feel special. So yeah. So guys, what do we think of this video? Did you enjoy the video? Do you like the pops and bangs map? If it was your Abarth, would you have had it put on? Would you not? And yeah, on my next video I'll probably be filming another one this weekend, taking the Proton on the road, as we had a little incident whenever we took it for our first little drive around the village the other day. I'll tell you more about that in the next video. In the meantime, please subscribe, ring my bell for notifications every time one of my videos goes up on the channel. Follow me on Instagram, and remember, I'm always going to be a Bath lover at heart, no matter what people say. Thanks for watching, guys. See you later.